Alright everybody, I thought my last recording was probably not the best one to show due to reasons. Anyways, we're going to be checking out the LMG. That was an invite to a CSGO. I don't play CSGO anymore. Anyways, we're going to be checking out the LMG, the the KSP 58. The base damage with this gun is 200. Total ammo 400, rate of fire 909, damage 37, accuracy 32, stability 36, and concealment 2. Now I will be taking off my loud build. Let's see here. Let's go to the John Wick. Oh, it's fully loaded. Darn. We'll go to my loud and stealth build. So it's a bit more fair now, I guess. It doesn't have a whole lot of. It's just in damage, so don't have to worry about it, I guess, too much. I have a few mods on this. I guess I'll show you the mods that I use for this gun. So, there is a short barrel. I'm not entirely sure what the point of that is. I guess if you wanted, a shorter barrel, you could have that. Looks a bit more like the, not the RPK, what's the other one? Is the other KSP, what is it? I already forgot the LMG. The KSP light machine gun. So this is, I guess, the big brother, I think, or something. No. You could pretty much make it this one, so it's a more smaller but bigger version of the other KSP light machine gun. But that's up to you. I might put it on there. It's free. Is it? It's free, actually. Oh, I didn't put it on there. I don't care. I got one already, so. Anyways, and then we'll move on to barrels. So you could have the medium suppressor, the low proof suppressor if you want to do challenges, like stealth RPKs. Stealth RPK is a challenge, do those. Anyways, there's a bunch of ones you can try. I personally think the funnel of fun nozzle is probably the way to go to increase that damage with the LMG. So when and this thing here, the bipod, that's actually what it is. I thought it was a tripod. Anyways, the bipod, with the bipod, and you have the funnel of the fun nozzle. The thing about the bipod is when you are in a position, like say you're on jewelry store, right? And you're on the left side of the jewelry store, where people's hotels and everything, that one hallway and everything where cloakers can spawn and they can get in, and sometimes people go in there for stealth and everything. What you can do with that is, if you're there, you can set up the bipod and just sit there for a bit. If it's getting overwhelmed, take out some guys. And with the funnel and fun nozzle, that increases the damage, so you don't have to sit there as much and, take every shot. So, funnel and fun nozzle, pretty much the way to go. I just got the competitor's compensator for more stability, but with the lead combo I should be able to increase that a bit more. Anyway, the lion bipod, this affects pretty much no stats, but if you deploy or undeploy by pressing 4, okay, you're gonna get 4 while in the game. I set it to 3 because 4 is for my grenade and 1 and 2 are, the switch guns. So I didn't want that button to be next to those buttons if I throw a grenade while doing stealth. So, yeah, that's why I have the bipod next to there. So, yeah, I'll probably not get used to putting it down unless if I'm using a tank build. But, yeah, you can pretty much use any gadget you want. But, yeah, I'm using the military laser module because for the more stability, but the lead grip I'll put on there as soon as I get one. For the stock, there's only one stock, which is the plastic stock that allows you to have +4 stability. But if you don't want that, you will get a wooden grip here, as you can see here. But I like things more black, so yeah. Anyways, we'll be checking out the LMG. It's apparently in my armor. That's weird. There we go. Alright. Anyways, we'll be going to the safe house, and I do have a few updates if you read the title of the video, if it is in the video. I'll go more in depth with it on a later date just because it's a bit late and I want to get this video done for you guys. So Yeah, anyways,
Let's get it over with.
I need my money. Money. It smells like money. Why are there a lot of ones here? Anyways, let's go back over here. Anyways, so for instance, right? So the thing about what I was talking about, how, and I'm pretty sure I was talking about, this gun is not good on itself. Like, without the bipod, this gun is pretty bad here, for example. I wasn't even moving it. So, yeah, I probably should grab that more ammo for this demonstration. Anyways, so now, here's a more stable version. As you were seeing, or probably not seeing there, I was using the point down sight. Not the best, but yeah. And I was moving my mouse a lot so I could try and hit the targets. But now watch this. So we refill our ammo. Reload our gun. By the way, they're probably going to have to add some sounds for the gun, hopefully soon. By the way, the Matt Evers sounds are gone. I'm not sure what other reloading sounds are gone too. Can I actually do this? Can I keep hitting my caps button? Yeah. Come on. Show me a valid surface. Anyways, if you stand here, so you press the tripod on there, I guess. Now watch what it's like when having a bipod. All my shots were in that particular area where I wanted. Now, the accuracy was not good, but in crowds where, like I was saying, when you're in that jewelry store and there's that one hallway, you know, the one that I'm talking about, not the one in the jewelry store, the outer jewelry store where you can go out to the back. And if you're in that hallway or that little corner alleyway, and if there's guys coming in, you can deploy yourself or deploy the bipod and just stand there or sit there and keep shooting them in that place. So if they're rushing in, you can just start shooting them. And with the funnel of the fun nozzle, it allows you to have more damage so you can take them out easier. So now watch when I'm a bit more stable or moving around with it. Alright. And there you go. So, with you actually, you know, taking out targets, it's easier to take out targets with an LMG than ever. And it's a bit... So, yeah, if you're in a corner and, you know, you're waiting there, waiting for targets to show up, you can just sit there and wait for targets to start rushing in, so you can just pinpoint your target. So if there's one on the left, you can take him out very fast, but if there's one on the right, you turn as fast as you can. So here, as you can see here, this is your turning speed, the amount of actual speed you can turn your head. There you go. And if there's a guy, say, alright, so I'm doing Aftershock for an example. You know how you're in that little open area and everything? Here, let me get more into the center. So there's a guy right there, but there's a guy that's going to show up right around there. So what I'll do is I'll take him out, finish him off, and then finish him off. Or I could do this. So it gives me enough time where I could take both guys out. Reload my gun. And there we go. Now set it back to position. Now if there's a bunch of guys in like a pile like where these guys are right now, all I have to do is just this. I am bound to at least kill 4, 5 of those guys. But if I'm more, let's say, focused and not spray firing, I could probably take those guys easier. So I can, you know, do this where I inflict some damage. So now, take that guy out. Try and take as much guys out as I can. And then finish off the rest. So. Sorry, just upset about that guy. Anyways, so the thing about this gun is that I believe this gun is just a showcase, where it's just to showcase the bipod. So, you know, if you're using this gun, it's just spray fire everywhere, you know. It's not worth having the gun at a far distance, and you don't really use LMGs at a far. You mainly use them as a medium or close range, because far they're just very hard to handle, you know. But with the bipod, that changes almost everything about the LMG. So now you have the ability, so you can just, you know, be more stable with your gun, but you're not going to be able to move out as fast. That's why they probably got rid of the speed with the LMGs, or you know, the speed, the weight to it, you know, how you were 20% less faster. So that's why a lot of people, you know, they would have either a lot of speed or anything. So, you know, you can have a speedy enforcer if you really set up your build right. But if this, you know, if we saw the effect of the 20% less movement speed, I feel like it would still feel the same maybe. You know, you would have, you know, harder time trying to pull out and everything. But with this update, it really changes the way that we use LMGs now. I don't have another bipod for another gun to use. The next one I'm going to use is the Brenner, because the Brenner is my favorite out of all the LMGs. Even though it's probably the way that I see it, it's from bottom to top. It's KSP 58, RPK, Brenner, RPK, and then, or no, not the RPK, the KSP. I don't know. The LMGs are weird. And you know, the buzzsaw. The buzzsaw is the top. This one I see is being at the bottom. And the reason why this gun is mainly at the bottom is it's just not a good, you know, there's too much, it's too much like unstable. But with the bipod, you know, you got a better time of just taking your shots. So yeah, but so with the bipod, like with the buzzsaw, with the amount of ammo damage it could put on that thing, you could probably make all your LMGs with the bipod. Awesome. I'm not sure if the bipod is a drop or if you could get it on a weekly or a side job or anything, but if not, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to remove this and try it out. You know what? Actually, let's do that. Let's do that while we're here. Let's just go here and remove the bipod, and then we'll test it out on a different LMG. My favorite, the Brenner. So remove the modification. Now the bipod can go on any gun, or not any gun. Only the LMG. So modify the Brenner here. Equip the there. There we go. Now we'll go back to the safe house and check it out. Hopefully it's as good as I think. But yeah, even though it doesn't really tell you that, oh, it gives you more stability or anything, it really does. Like, the bipod is allowing LMGs to be more stable. So, yeah. Alright, so we'll be back over here. Get these bottles. You don't actually have to, but... that's music to my ears right there. That is just beautiful. Now at the front it does kind of look a bit odd, but with this one, you know, you don't really see with the Brenner because of, well, the hand, but same. Then you get to see the bipod right there, little R2D2 legs. But what do I think of this so far? I think this is a successful update, though I think every update that they've made is, except for the I guess the black market update is not very successful, though. I mean, I don't mind it. There were things that I think it should not have been around Crime Fest. I think that's the way they should have done it, but hey, that's personal opinion. But so far, I think they've really done a good job with almost everything. I think they still need to tweak the rebalancing of weapons a bit, but I think we are pretty good with this new update. So, you know, you got Vlad's masks. Those were not a good day 2 for the black market update, I will say that. But I still enjoy, you know, Tiara was funny. Russian hat is just a Russian hat, but yeah, whatever. And, you know, Vlad's bucket. Vlad's bucket is probably the best mask in that entire just mask update. I mean, I'm serious. The Vlad bucket is just amazing. So, yeah. Not funny at all. Anyways, let's see. Third day was the Aftershock. I really did enjoy that heist when I was first playing it. But after a while, you know, I think the problem with Overkill is that its escapes are starting to be more predictable. You know, and I guess Pay the Heist had those too. You know, like, they have, you know, like First World Bank, right? When you're done with all the cash and everything, bagging it up and you're running out, you know where the escape's going to be. It's going to be on that wall where the C4 is placed and everything, because that's where the escape van is. Same goes for Aftershock, you know, that's kind of how it's set. But with everything else, it's still an enjoyable heist for, you know, a few minutes, or not a few minutes, a few hours and everything, a few tries. But I see it it getting very repetitive, because if you don't have the right, what is it? Truck spawn. Truck spawns are pretty difficult. If they're on the bridge, it's pretty hard. You need your team to be very coordinated. But with the LMG, you know, update, it makes LMGs a bit better. So, you know, if you're on that bridge, just can take them out. Just, yeah. But if it's near that water bridge, you're set. You know, you don't... The two trucks are always there. So that's why I feel like the trucks should be a bit more spread out, you know? It should be harder to find them. Like on a higher difficulty, like Death Wish, you know? The truck may be in that one spot where you think it is, but it's a rare chance they'll be next to it. It'll be in another spot where it's going to be more, like, difficult for you to, you know, do that, you know? So, And the fourth day was not really that exciting. I know it's 4 features. I guess actually it's 2 features. You know, AI is allowed to trade people, which not a whole lot of people have AI. You know, I do because I don't have a whole lot of people to play with. Or now I have people to play with. Team GameHog, people at LastBullet, which there is an update on that, which I'll talk about in a bit. Not too much because, well, I want to save it for Friday's update video. Yay, so people can actually watch that. But I don't know. It's kind of just like I can understand why it's in there, you know, because it's kind of sucks when a new player is playing with Team AI and it's like, oh, they won't trade me, so what's the point in taking hostages, you know? So, but yeah, I don't know. I think this might fix for new players, but yeah. And then the feature of loud and stealth, and that feature's broken a lot. They need to figure out a way so they can set it where players can have it. So if there's a loud mission, you can only go loud on that mission. You can't set it to stealth. Because a friend of mine sent me a picture, and it was like Hawks and Breakout, Death Wish, we're gonna stealth. And I was like, well, I didn't know you could stealth Hawks and Breakout. You're not the only one to make that joke, actually. People have just... I met this guy once. I was playing Payday 2, and I was doing Hawks and Breakout. I was like, guys, we can stealth Hawks and Breakout. And it was like, no, you can't. And they were like, just don't place the C4. I'm like, you can't. It instantly spawns in. Like, once you spawn, the C4 is already placed. And he's like, I'm level infamy 25 noob, so yeah, you just be quiet and just let me teach you how you suck at the game. Even though you didn't look at my hours. I wish infamy 25 wasn't a thing because it just makes players think they're better than other players, and it's just like, ugh. Look at the time that player has spent in his tactics. That's what the game should be about. Overkill. I'm kind of looking at you, but nothing really. Just, you know, just giving you, you know, just like, hey, you know, can you bring a bit of the team aspect back? Just saying, you know. No, I don't hate overkill. It's just I wish there was more team aspect into this game. And then today, even though this update isn't like as big, you know, as you know, everybody may claim to be, or they're like, oh, well, it's disappointing. I think this update is actually pretty good. You know, it's not groundbreaking, you know. I looked at the website, there's not much there. It's like, ooh, it's groundbreaking and everything, you know. I looked at the pictures, and it was like, yeah, you know, you're shooting in Aftershock, and what I think looks to be, I don't know, Big Bank or something, I don't care. And I think it was Big Bank. I don't know. It could have been like Shadow Raiders. I don't know. Like, I'm tired. But yeah. I don't know. Let's see. What else? But no, I just find this day pretty enjoyable, actually. You know, Bipod and everything, and it's just nice to have, you know. So yeah, I think that's what's really gonna change. I think that's what most players might be happy with. I don't know. I really seem to enjoy it, and yeah. Thanks to everyone who watched this video, you know, checking out the weapon, the bipod, but really the new update is that the bipod is in the game and it makes LMGs a bit better, so, yeah. And my thoughts on the 58 RPK, or not the RPK, the KSP 58, is it's probably the worst light machine gun, but with the bipod, it's so much better, so, yeah. That's my personal opinion on the gun. It's not a I would say by itself it's horrible. With the bipod, it's awesome. So, but any of these guns could be awesome with the bipod. So, yeah. Onwards. Just a little update that happened today. I'm finally a part of LastBullet. I'm excited to tell you guys about it. Or I hope Terrible. I think I'm official. I think I would need to check back. Hold on, let me check back on the message. You guys won't be able to see because I have OBS as a recorder because I'm poor and can't afford anything else. Here, let me look it up. Ah, there we go. 0. Send messages. Nope. Okay. All right. Well, that message is gone. But he said I think I'm pretty sure he said I'm officially part of them. So he's gonna try and support me in the best way that he and LastBullet can. And yeah, I'm pretty excited. So anyways, we'll talk more about that on Friday. Hopefully this Crime Fest gets better. I'm betting it will. You know, I think it will. So, yeah. Anyways, thanks guys for watching this video. Hope you like it. Please check out some other videos on the channel. And as always, have, you know, just have fun and everything. You know, that's what this game is mainly about. Die, you statue!